Hi guys, this is VengeanceTech, and today we're going to be starting a new series. This is on modding a Minecraft server with Skript. I basically wanted to start this because I keep getting questions asked on how I do certain things. Basically, what I've done is I I had the opportunity to set up a server, and I installed a few little tweaks into it that actually make the server run a lot better. And so I was asked, how did you do that? So I'm going to start this series. It's going to be modding Minecraft, and I'm going to show you how to do it. The first thing is you're going to need a server that you can actually modify. Now, the regular Minecraft jar, you can modify it and do other things, but what I actually use is actually Spigot. And here's the website for Spigot. It's just www.spigotmc.org. And usually at the very top, there is a posting, concerning the latest version. And if you read this posting, it pretty much tells you your system requirements, how to install Java and things like that. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this real quick, and we're going to basically get it to a point where we can actually do a mod, with Skript. So we will continue reading here. And if you want, you can just, if you go to www.spigotmc.org, you can actually read this. But we're going to kind of go through this. I've actually done this quite a few times, so I'm going to kind of skip a few things. If you don't have Java, you can, if you're running Linux, it's actually fairly easy to get Java. If you're running Windows, normally Java is installed, and you just have to update it. The reason I say that it's mostly installed is because, if you have Minecraft, then more than likely you have Java, because Minecraft runs on Java. But if you have Linux, most Linux comes with Java, but some don't. In this case, these are the commands to actually do it. Now, on my particular computer, I am running basically Arch Linux, and I'm actually running a lot of Ubuntu, and I'm running Debian. So it kind of means that I can either, do this one or I can do this one. I actually chose to not do either of these, and I actually run Oracle Java, Oracle Java 8, and you basically got to go through their website and get it that way. But we'll just kind of skip ahead. The first thing we need to do is we need to actually get a server. Now this is Spigot. What Spigot is, it's a modified version of Bukkit and craftbukkit. If you don't know what Bukkit or craftbukkit is, it's basically it's a Minecraft server that allows it to be modified, and it's actually in some cases they fix a lot of the the problems with the Minecraft servers, but we're not going to get into that. We're going to actually do our own mods. And I'm going to actually use Spigot as opposed to craftbukkit. The reason is that Spigot actually runs faster than craftbukkit, just because of the tweaks that they did. But pretty much, if you're running Windows, you're gonna have to get to your command prompt and type in this command right here. And if you're running Linux or Macintosh OS X, you're gonna be basically doing this command. And actually, we will do this online here. Let's see here. We will see if there's a place where I can start this sharing thing at. Well, we will just create a directory. Actually, we got build tools here. Let me just rename this so that I don't write over it. Create a folder. And we'll get into that folder. Now, I don't know exactly how to, get to your command prompt in OS X, but in Linux it's actually fairly easy. All you do is you do that. If you didn't see that, all you do is you right-click, open terminal here. It depends upon your desktop environment, but let's copy this command here. And we'll go into our command prompt, paste it in there, and we'll hit enter. And it will actually download build tools into the directory. Now, this is going to take, up to 10 to 20 minutes, depending upon your internet connection. My internet connection is actually very fast. You actually pay for it to get it very fast, but it is very fast. And this also depends upon the server, that you're actually getting the program from, depending on how much usage it has. But this can take up to about 10 minutes, maybe even longer. But we got build tools .jar in our folder, and you basically have to run that. And we can run it with this command right here. And away it goes. Now, this can also run, anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. Again, dependent upon your internet connection. Because what it's actually doing is it's actually downloading craftbukkit, the source code, and it's actually compiling it in the background. The reason it's done this way is because they don't want to actually get into copyright issues with Minecraft, and they don't want to get into other copyright issues. Basically, what this does is it takes and downloads the source code for craftbukkit and for spigot, and what it does is it then downloads the actual Minecraft itself, and then what it does is it actually modifies it, and then it basically you basically get a modified server that you can modify. Now, right now it's being slow. Usually it takes just a couple minutes, but this also depends upon the server. So we are going to, I guess we're just going to kind of wait for it, because it's actually, I don't know, speeding up a little bit. After you get it all installed the first time, it actually runs faster because it doesn't have to download the files and things like that. And it's actually almost finished. And again, this can take 10 minutes. It could take 20 minutes. It could take a half an hour. So don't expect it to be just a snap thing. Sometimes it'll kind of feel like it's not working, but it's actually working. And I'm sorry about my voice. I'm actually kind of losing my voice. I've been kind of talking a lot. So if you hear any cracking in my voice, I'm going to apologize for that. But I figure this is kind of important because, one of the things about myself is I haven't been able to get onto the internet, so I haven't been able to play on servers and things like that. The reason is that I'm working and I'm not actually home. So what happens is that, you know, I'm just not close enough to a good enough internet connection to actually do anything. So, you know, that's why you haven't seen any videos for months at a time. You know, I'm hoping that could change, but unfortunately, I do have to work. I'm like everybody else in the world. You have to work to, you know, survive or get by. Let's see. This isn't exactly all that fast, but we'll kind of get through it here. So even with a fast internet connection, it sometimes is slow. I don't know. The last time I did this, it would have been already done. So, I don't know. It's just the way it is. And it's January 11th, 2015. It's at 7:58 in the morning. I actually get up early in the mornings on weekends. I don't know why. I do have to work, you know, this afternoon, so hopefully we can get through this before then. The videos that I'm going to be doing in this series, not everything's going to work. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm gonna kind of pick something to do. You know, if you want to make suggestions, you know, leave comments. It shouldn't, you know, if it's something that I can do, I'm going to give it an attempt. If it's something that I can't do, well, I just can't. And it is completed. And what it creates is it creates craftbukkit .jar and spigot .jar. I'm not going to be using craftbukkit. You can use craftbukkit if you want, but I'm going to be using spigot. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically copy this. We're going to actually put it in its own folder. And let's see. Actually, we'll just create a folder. And we will call this spigot YouTube mod server. And we'll create that. And now we got our spigot YouTube mod server. And we'll go into there and we'll paste that file. Now, everything that, you know, for this server is going to be in this directory. So we should be done with this here. Yeah. And I'm going to kind of show you how to set up Minecraft so you can actually, you know, get into there. If you want to share your server, it's basically the same as anything else. You can go to like a website, show my IP, get your IP number, and then put a colon 25565 after it. But now I know this is 1.8, and my Minecraft is 1.8.1 with Optifine. You can log into 1.8 with 1.8.1. It really doesn't matter. So we will play that. And what we're going to do here is we're going to actually go into terminal again. Oops. And we will launch this thing. Now to launch it, you basically type Java -jar. Now you can actually put your memory, you know, if you want, you know, 2 gigs of memory or whatever, you can actually put that in here also. But we're just going to kind of get it going right now. I don't plan on actually using a lot of memory with this. So right now it's just, you know, sooner or later I'm going to have to actually change this. But you basically type Java -jar spigot and -1.8.jar. And that'll actually run the server. And the first time it runs it, it's going to basically give you all this, and it's going to come back to your command prompt. You have to go into the eula.txt file, and you need to change this from false to true. If you want to read this, you can go to this website. To type true correctly, but it basically is, you know, shows you usage and things like that. I don't know. I've never read it, but I know you got to change this to true in order for it to run. Maybe we'll get back to our. We'll kind of close out of that. One thing you're gonna see a lot of is my desktop's gonna get very messy. It's gonna have lots of things, but we'll just kind of minimize a few of these things. Kind of spread the stuff out a little bit, and actually, this is what I used to record, but that doesn't really matter all that much. Let's see. Then we basically go back to the terminal and we run it one more time. And this time it actually creates the server. This is basically the same as the way Minecraft actually creates a server. It's just that it's done in the terminal, in the command line. It doesn't have a graphical user interface. At least under Linux it doesn't. I don't know about Windows or anything like that. But pretty much it got you to this point. Now, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to opt myself. Because being opt on your own server is probably a good thing. You basically do that. You can do that right in the command line. Again, depending upon how Windows works or OS X, I'm not sure, but this gets you opt. And then if you go to multiplayer here, you can go to a website, what's my IP, you can get your IP, but we're going to add a server, and this will be our, I don't know. Let's just, I don't know what to call it. We'll just leave it at Minecraft server. Now, for your server address, you can type localhost, and what that does is it allows it to connect to itself on the same computer. Now, you can type in, you know, what's my IP and you know, whatever web browser that you use, and you can also type in that, and then you type in, you know, whatever the numbers are that it gives you, and then colon 25565. But I don't know what that is. I'm not going to do it right now, so I'm going to go with localhost, and you hit done, and there's your Minecraft server. This is what we're going to be actually using to modify, and we'll actually go into it. And I'll show you that it's an actual, you know, it actually works. And there's a new version of Optifine about. I'll have to download that later today. But it's pretty much what it is. It's a server. Now, I'm going to disconnect from that. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to actually mod or get something working, a mod. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this website. This is www.skunity.com, and what this is, it's like all the different script versions that are out there. You can go to this website, and these are all the versions and the original script that you can actually get. Now, what I need to do is I need to get the actual regular script first of all. So I'm going to click here. It tells you, you know, all the information about it, the latest version. You can also, well, you can actually, you know, go through the documentation and all that too. But we're gonna get the latest version, and it is Skript 2.2.jar that you're gonna want, and we'll download that. Save file, and then we're gonna go into our downloads. Probably gonna be a big mess here. And copy it. And we will put it into our plugins directory of our mods. Right there. And then we'll go to our server. We'll stop our server. And we'll reload it. You're currently running a beta version of Skript, and no new stable version is available. Please note that you have to upgrade to the newest beta version manually. Okay, so we're gonna have to upgrade manually. Normally it'll pop up something that says, you know, you have to do something, but in this case it's a manual version. So that's what it is. Now if you go into the scripts directory, it's going to show you, you know, different things. Now, like aliases, English and German aliases. Never really looked at the German, but mostly because I'm obviously not, I'm not able to read German, but it's there for our German-speaking people. Close out on that. But you can kind of look through this. Just don't really change too much. But anyway, that's not really what we came here for. We came here to look at scripts. Now, these are basically the default scripts. If you put a dash in front of them, and again, I'm going to apologize for my voice, it basically disables the script. But we're going to actually create a script here, and you do that by just creating a text file. Now, if you are I guess if you're running Windows, I'm not sure what you'd actually be using. Probably Notepad++, or I don't know. Actually, what we're going to do is the normal, you know, just starting programming Hello World program. And we're going to actually get it to do something here. So I'm going to type in this name, Hello World, and then I'm going to put .sk. And that'll create our new, I guess, our new script mod. And we're going to open that with gedit. Again, you know, it's whatever you got. Kind of going to bounce through here. You're going to probably want to go through each and every one of these and actually download them and drop them into your scripts, your plugins folder inside your actual YouTube server. Actually, whatever server you're going to be modifying. The reason is that we're going to be using different ones for different things. I mostly use, just to let you know, I use Skript, and I use WildScript, and I use SQ Query, SQ Rayfall, SK Spigot Editions. I don't use Spectate Hook that much, but well, actually, you're probably going to want to download all these because it gives you the most versatility. But right now I'm just going to do Skript because just because of time. Let's skip back here to our plugins folder, and then we'll go on to Skript, and then Scripts, and actually I already have this loaded. Hello World. And we're going to do a very simple script. Now, if you go to the documentation on this website, it's going to give you everything you need. And pretty much an example of like the commands. But what I'm going to be doing is, if I have to refer to this, you know, I'm going to do that during my videos. That way you can actually see that, you know, even somebody that's been doing this for a while, you know, sometimes it's better just to look it up. But I don't know. We're going to kind of do that for this first one. And what I'm going to be looking for is the every command. Because what I want to do is every 10 seconds I want to just say hello world to, you know, every player that's on. And I'll kind of show you this. And actually, what am I doing here? Sometimes it's better just to use a search. I've never really... I know how this command works, but I just want to show you how to find it, and that way you know what is what. And of course, it doesn't work. Is it on time? Nope. No. Well, there it is. And this requires Skript. So if you look at this, every second, the add-on that it requires a script. So anyway, and the usage is every time span, whatever. So what we're gonna do, we'll just kind of copy this. That way I don't have to type it. We're gonna go into our hello world SK file, and we're gonna type in every 10 seconds. And then we're going to put a colon after it. And we'll hit space. And what we're going to do is we're going to broadcast hello world. And that's going to be it. Broadcast is another command. I probably should have showed you that also. Broadcast the message to the server. I'm not going to actually show you a lot of this. I've been doing this a while, so it's best that you actually, you know, kind of go through this website. This website documents everything really well. But anyway, that is our mod, our Hello World mod. We will save it, and to show you that it's, first of all, it's not doing anything right now on the world, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to go to the server. I'm going to stop the server. Now you can use a command called restart, but I'm kind of used to just typing stop. And then we'll run the server again. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look for if there's any errors. And what it says is it loaded one script with a total of one trigger in whatever seconds. And if you go to the server, every 10 seconds it's going to say hello world. There it is. And that is our first mod that we've done for Minecraft using Skript. And it just basically just keeps repeating forever and forever and forever. Now I'm going to show you more complicated things. It's going to be a very steep learning curve, but it's very doable. The next thing I'm going to be showing you is how to basically make it so that your server basically doesn't lag all that much. I'll show you one of the tricks I do on my servers, and you can copy it and you can use it on yours. And hopefully we can kind of keep this series kind of going. But anyway, this is VengeanceTech. If you like this video, please leave a like. I really would appreciate if you would leave a like, and if you want me to continue this series, you know, I really need that feedback. The reason I need that feedback is because if nobody's going to be, you know, looking at this, or you know, if they don't like it, you know, I really need to know that. So anyway, this is VengeanceTech. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you didn't like this video, I'll put a thumbs down. You know, that gives me feedback also. Anyway, this is VengeanceTech, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.